Yeah. Well, who wants to start?
I don't know.
I
Really want to start?
I can.
Yeah, go for it, Eli.
The example for covered,
Coward?
coward,
Coward. Uh-huh.
coward.
Coward.
I had a conversation with my roommate about things he he's been doing wrong. He reacted aggressive. I cover
Coward.
Can you go back to he reacted and read from there, Eli?
He reacted aggressive.
Uh-huh. Aggressively.
Okay, aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
And I cowered.
Exactly.
to
Yeah,
avoid
he
problems.
reacted aggressively and I cowered. That's good.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's great. You got it.
Okay, the Enoch.
Yeah. Anechoic.
Echo.
Very good.
Quick.
I want to know how it feels like to be in an echo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I say, I want to know what it feels like to be in an anechoic room.
An echo can be like an echo place.
Yeah, or place, sure. Like I want to know what it feels like to be in an anechoic place.
Can you repeat that to me, please?
Yeah, you know what? I'll write it down, Eli, so you can see it.
Oh, you can. Okay.
I know, I'm learning. I'm learning all of these things I can do. So I want to read your sentence one more time.
I want to know what it feels.
What it feels like
To be.
Yeah. So I want to know what it feels like to be in an anechoic place. So
Yes.
to be in this case is como estar, right?
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Does that help?
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. My another one is malfunction.
Malfunction. Uh-huh.
Malfunction. My supervisor is malfunction. The company, it doesn't making production.
Can you read that one more time?
My supervisor is malfunction. The company, it doesn't making any production.
Okay, yeah, so this is interesting. A malfunction usually is when something goes wrong. Often we use it when we talk about electronics. So in your sentence, it sounds like your boss is ruining the company. He's doing a bad job in that example, right? Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah.
So here, a malfunction is not on purpose. It's not someone's fault. It's just something that goes wrong. Like for me right now, teaching online, there are a lot of technical malfunctions with the website. So
that's right.
Problems that happen.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, yeah.
Hi, does that make sense?
Yes. You know, in that case,
So I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay, in this case, that word doesn't work, right?
It just doesn't really work in that example. Yeah. Because usually when we say like malfunctioning, we're talking about something electronic, right? Like, oh, my computer was malfunctioning and I could not.
Or can be like my car is my truck is malfunctioning.
Very
Like,
good. Exactly. Yep.
I have
And
to
that
take,
just means that your car is having problems. Your truck is having problems. It's
you
malfunctioning.
know,
It's not working correctly.
So only we can use with things or
I think it's most common with things. Like sometimes we use it with people, but usually that's slang. So it's not as common to use it that way. It's more common with electronic devices, I would say.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, good question. Or
okay,
like machinery too, like a car is a great example, a car or a truck.
okay. Claustrophobia.
Hmm.
The doctor told me that my claustrophobia, I was afraid of flying.
Say it one more time.
The doctor told me my claustrophobia, I was afraid of flying.
What are you trying to say with this sentence? Like, ¿qué quieres decir aquí?
Like my claustrophobia, I have a claustrophobia to be in the plane or every time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I get the idea. I think we just have to change your sentence a little bit. So maybe you can say like, I have, or you started with your doctor, right?
Yeah.
So my doctor says I have claustrophobia and I am afraid of airplanes, something like that. Or I'm
Okay.
afraid of being in airplanes.
Okay. I have another one. Like
Yeah.
I have claustrophobia to be the rest of my life alone.
So claustrophobia is usually like a physical fear, right? So to be alone is a different fear. Claustrophobia is a fear of being in a very small space. So like being in an airplane makes sense because you're in a very small space, right? But fear of being alone is it's just a different kind of fear.
That's emotional.
Yeah, it's more emotional, right? Whereas claustrophobia is really physical. Like if I have claustrophobia, maybe I'm afraid of being in a car with a lot of people, right? I feel like it's a small
Or
space.
can be like I have a claustrophobia to have a coronavirus.
No, because so claustrophobia is fear, right? Phobia, that part of a word means fear. But the front, claustro, means small spaces. So this is not just fear in general. This is fear of small spaces specifically, right? So if we relate it, for example, if we want to relate it to coronavirus, like I am not allowed to leave my apartment right now. And I'm worried I have claustrophobia, right? Because I'm in a very small apartment and I'm not allowed to leave. So that is claustrophobia. Your airplane example is a great example because airplanes are very small spaces and you're allowed to leave, right? Not until the plane is done flying. Hey, I have claustrophobia and flying on airplanes
Or
scares
can be, or can be like, for example,
me. Mm-hmm.
I having I am having claustrophobia to don't finish what I need to do tomorrow. What I need to finish tomorrow? No.
No. So no. Claustrophobia does not just mean fear, Eli. Because what you're saying is like, I am afraid I won't finish what I need to tomorrow. Right? It's not the same. Claustrophobia is specifically about being afraid of being confined in a small space. So claustrofobia específicamente es el miedo de ser atrapado en un lugar muy pequeño. Este es claustrofobia.
Okay. I have claustrophobia to stay all day in my house.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Like I have
Wow.
claustrophobia from staying in my house all day.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a specific kind of fear. It's not just fear in general. That's the
So this word is very specific for one thing, right? For
exactly. Because there's lots of different phobias, right? Like if I say, if I have arachnophobia, That means I have fear of spiders.
Yeah, spiders. Yeah, exactly.
Claustrophobia, fear of small spaces.
Okay.
Yeah, fear of dead people. So all of these different, it's a specific kind of fear.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I have another one.
sure.
I have in obs I have an obsessing to speak English.
Okay, so obsessing is the gerund, right? So you can say like I am obsessing about learning English. The way you used it is obsession. Different word. Related, they have the same base word, it's just a different word. So here, obsessing again is the gerund.
I am an obsessing, right?
The verb would be to obsess. And then the noun, like obsesión, would be obsession.
Okay. Can you write that to me the right way?
Can you see that, Eli?
Yes.
Yeah. So in your example, you would use the bottom one. You would use the word obsession.
I have an obsession.
Correct. Yeah, I have an obsession. And I would say I have an obsession with learning English.
I have an obsession with learning English.
Correct. Yep. Any other ones, Eli?
That's it.
That's it? Okay. Hugo, what about yours?
Yes, I have some examples.
Okay.
Yeah, I have example for quest. I have two examples. One is,
Sure.
I did this example because I didn't use this sentence no often. She does exercise every day in her quest to get a perfect body.
Yeah, that's great. Good example.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my this is the second example. In my quest for learn English, I spend hours doing my homework.
Yeah. In my quest to learn English, I spend hours.
To learn English, I spend hours doing my homework.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay, the next example is with the anoic, anechoic.
Mm-hmm.
Anechoic. Okay, I need an anechoic chamber to listen to my music. Because
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's interesting. Do you mean like your headphones?
no, because I like the loud music.
Ah, okay. That makes total sense. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
good.
I need
I understand.
an anechoic chamber to listening my music because the neighbors complain complain about noise because because I was listening my music very loud.
Mm-hmm. So with the word listen, we always need the word to. So I was listening to my music. Yeah. Or I need an anechoic chamber to listen to my music.
Listen to my music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But good examples.
Sample number 3. When I finish my homework, I feel like I'm in a nirvana.
Yeah. So when I finish my homework, I feel like I am in nirvana.
Nirvana because I'm in calm.
Because I am calm. Yeah.
Because I'm done.
Nirvana does not need a or the in front of it.
Okay. And
Okay.
Nirvana.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because Nirvana is like heaven, right?
Exactly. Yep. It's a similar idea to heaven. It's what Buddhists believe.
Heaven. Okay, number 4 with the word BAM. BAM, right? Is the pronunciation BAM?
You got it. Balm. Mm-hmm.
BAM. In the TV, in the TV, I watched an ad about how to combat the coronavirus with a new skin balm.
Good. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's not true.
That's good. No, that's great. Ugo. Any others?
Example, yeah. Okay. It is using a Kagger. Is Kagger the pronunciation? Kagger?
Coward?
Yeah, Kagger, right? Kagger.
You got it. Yeah, coward.
Kagger. Kagger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not a coward. I get the coronavirus. I'm going to continue taking my English class with my classmates.
Okay, so this is an example where we have two words that are similar but a little bit different, right? So we have the word coward when it's spelled like this, which is like cobarde, right?
Yes.
Then we have the word here that is coward, which really comes from the verb cower, like to cower. And that is the same as acorbar. Wait, is it cobarde? Hold on, sorry. So, say? Is that right?
Acobardarse. Yes.
Acobardarse. Acobardarse, like that.
Yes, acobardarse, yes.
So that is the difference here. So we have, let me move that, sorry. So we have coward like above and not cobarde, right? So in your example, you're using that coward. You're using cobarde. I think. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, coward.
Yeah. Yeah,
Second.
and so here in number 2, we're talking about the action of cowering. Cower or coward. Can you read your sentence one more time?
Okay, I'm not a coward if
Right. I'm not a coward. So that is this top one, COWARD.
Yeah, ED.
So
Okay,
it's not the same as number 2. It's cobarde, what you're saying. So the pronunciation is the same, but the spelling is different.
okay.
Do you see the difference?
Yes. Yeah, yes,
Okay.
different. So, no right example, right?
Well, so your example is fine. You just need to use the different spelling is all.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Coward.
Yeah.
And coward. So it's the same pronunciation?
Same pronunciation. That's why it's confusing. Yeah. So both of them are pronounced coward.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Any other questions? Or do you have any other ones, Ugo?
No.
Okay. Any questions about this vocabulary? Great job, guys. I know it's difficult vocabulary.
Is that's hard words.
They are. They're very hard words, and very common words. So we're learning some advanced vocabulary here. Yeah. Yeah. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
So let's have a conversation. Eli, do you think you would feel comfortable in an anechoic chamber, or would you find it disturbing?
It's hard to answer that because
Yeah.
I think I think both can be
Okay.
because I believe to be in a comfortable what chambers mean? So like a room?
Quarto, yeah, room. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be like if I want to be alone without noise, silent.
Yeah, without noise, in silence. Yeah.
In silent place, this is the perfect place to
Right.
and thinking and can be like distress myself.
Yeah, to de-stress yourself.
Distress myself. But
Yeah.
Can be like what's disturbing mean like
Kind of like a disquietando, like
Disturbing.
inquieto?
Kind of. Let me see. My Spanish brain is not doing a good job. Give me a moment.
Como donde te molestan.
Yeah, kind of.
It's a quiet place.
But like stronger than that.
Si tú lo ves como un lugar de disturbios, de problemas.
Yeah.
Do you think you will feel comfortable in a non?
I would even say like, so yeah, you can say like molestar or maybe even like inquietar, like inquietando.
Yeah, because can be that too for me because if you have problems, if I'm having too many problems, I keep thinking and I can relax myself.
Right. Yeah. And when it's so quiet, maybe it's like more distressing.
Yeah, more distressing.
Maybe. Yeah. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Anechoic.
Ugo, what kind of sounds or music do you think you should have, if any, in bars and restaurants?
In bars and restaurants, think relax music.
Relaxing music?
Relaxing music because sometimes the people don't like that depends what kind of restaurant it is.
Sure, yeah.
Because if you go a Mexican restaurant, sometimes they have I think the name is regional music.
Right. Like a mariachi band or something?
Yeah, typical music from Mexico, and
Sure.
American people don't like the Mexican music.
You think people don't like it?
I think the best music for the restaurants is neutral music, or
Say it again?
I don't know, music or standard music for everybody, like
What is standard music, though?
standard.
You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? What is standard music? Because standard music for me might be very different from standard music for you, right? Yeah.
Or just classic music. I don't know.
Okay, like classical music?
Classical music, yes.
Eli, what kind of sounds or music do you think you should have, if any, in a class at the language school?
No music.
Noise.
Or sounds. Remember, it says sounds at the beginning too. So not just music, but sounds.
like relaxed sounds, but
Okay, relaxing sound.
relaxing sounds.
Uh-huh.
This one, like for example, I do remember some person he bought a thing to make sound to relax and that sounds makes me sleep right away because sounds like
So you want to fall asleep at English class?
no
So what are you saying, Eli? Because the
or
question is, what kind of sounds or music do you think you should have at language school? Because you can have relaxing music, right? But if it makes you fall
yeah,
asleep,
yeah.
maybe language school is not a good place for that, right?
No,
Maybe.
maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe I don't want to have I don't want to listen to any music in the language school because I can't concentrate.
That's a great point. Maybe no music at the language.
Maybe no music.
Yeah, maybe not. Ugo, you still with us?
Yes.
Yeah. Ugo, what kind of sounds or music do you think you should have in an office?
In office, I think yeah, relaxing music. So, because you are working,
Mm-hmm.
that does depend. If you are working in office, I think relaxing music
Relaxing music.
because it's very stressful work at in the office.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Yeah.
Eli, what kind of sounds or music do you think you should have at a hotel, or I'm sorry, in an elevator?
Scary music.
Scary music in an
Scary
elevator?
music. Make you
Why
scared.
scary
Make
music?
you stuck and die and die and die.
That's funny. Oh man, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? If we always had scary.
Yeah, it'll be terrible. Make you feel like you won't go out from there.
Right. Yeah. As soon as you leave, you're like, oh, that's funny. Ugo, what about in a hotel reception area?
Um, was- I want to keep the same idea.
Same idea. So, what kind of sounds or music do you think you should have at a hotel reception area?
Relaxing music because it is a place,
Yeah, relaxing music.
You know,
People are really focused on music. What about sounds? There's lots of sounds too, right?
sounds. For me, salsa, tropical music. I don't know.
Uh-huh. What about the sounds of people walking or the sound of the receptionist answering phones or maybe the sound of people working, right? There's more than just music, there's also sound just in general.
Sounds, saxophone.
Sure, maybe a saxophone, why not?
No, sounds.
Maybe birds chirping because it's spring outside and so you can hear them in the hotel reception area.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the people have a different, how to say, preference.
That's true. People have different preferences. Yeah.
For music. So
True. Yeah.
I think relaxing music is the best music.
I think that's a great answer. Yeah,
Play.
definitely. Eli, what about at the beauty salon? What kind of sounds or music do you think you should have at a beauty salon?
Electronic sounds
Electronic sounds? Can you explain?
like guitar or
Okay.
how can I say
Drums?
tambores, like
Drums?
drums?
Drums.
Drums, like
Yeah. So again, that's music. Yeah, music for sure. Can have electronic music or rock music. What about sounds? What sounds do you think you should have at a beauty salon?
But when I can understand when you say sounds like
Como sonidos,
sonidos.
right? Like the sound of someone cutting hair. That's a sound that I would find at a beauty salon, right? Do you see what I mean? So we have lots of different sounds right now. Like in my apartment right now, I can hear you both talking. That's a sound. I can
Okay.
hear cars driving by. That's a sound. I can hear the fan. I have a fan on my ceiling. Those are sounds, right? Sonidos,
Okay.
sounds.
Those are the dry hairs,
Hair dryers.
hair dryers.
Sure. That's a sound you would hear at a beauty salon. Definitely.
Washing washing hair or hair washing.
Both depending. It depends on the context. But yeah, so you would hear hair washing,
Yeah, vacuum hairs too.
right? So what about in a supermarket? What kind of music or sounds do you think you would have at a supermarket?
Supermarket. I think music. I don't know how can say intensive music.
Intense music?
Yeah, intensive music because they are shopping. If they feel more accelerate with the music, probably they will shopping more things.
I see. Okay, so you think that maybe depending on the music, it will encourage people to buy more.
Yeah, because
Interesting. Okay.
in the market, the psychology is very important.
Definitely. Yeah, that's a really good point. Hmm.
In each store they have strategies for marketing.
Very true. Yeah.
Probably the music is one of them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Music as a strategy for marketing.
there is a strategy.
Good point.
Yeah.
Mhm. See. Eli, what kind of sounds or music do you think you should have in a clothing store?
Clothing store.
Closing. Depends on what kind of season. If you use in Christmas, like Christmas carols,
Oh, like Christmas music, Christmas carols?
Christmas carols, Christmas song,
Okay.
and sounds like
Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
yeah, sounds like registrator machines,
Yeah, cash registers.
cash registers.
Sound of the cash register. Maybe the sound of people talking while they're shopping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugo, how about on public transportation?
In transportation, mm, relaxing music.
Say that again.
Relaxing music.
Relaxing music, sure.
Because sometimes the people they came from the work and they are stressful and
Yeah, they are stressed.
they are in stress and they need being calm and relaxed,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Yeah. And what about sounds? What sounds do you hear on
sounds, I don't know, sounds.
Have you ever used public transportation?
Yeah, when in United States, no.
Okay.
All the time I'm use car, but when in Mexico, transport, public transport, what's the name? Public transportation or
Yeah, public transportation. You're right.
public transportation. In Mexico City, the music the usually the people listen is cumbia, you know, cumbia.
Okay. Cumbia. And what
And,
sounds do you hear? What do you hear in public transportation in Mexico?
cumbia music.
No, not music, not music, sounds. Because I know music. I get that, right? Music is the
Sounds.
sounds like maybe cars driving by or people talking or maybe
Oh,
a
sounds.
bus
Okay, okay.
driver. Yeah.
Okay, what kind of sounds? Yeah, the people talking, the cars running around
Mm-hmm.
the traffic, and
Traffic. Traffic is very noisy, right? Traffic makes a lot of
the
sound.
noisy and the horns,
The
the
horns, yeah.
horns, yeah, all the time in
Sure.
Mexico.
Uh-huh. That makes sense.
There are a lot of traffic over there, and the people all the time is uh, horning her. Uh, I don't know how to say. They are.
Honking their horns.
Yeah. Again, teacher.
Yep. Honking their horns. Do you want me to write it?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Can you spell it, please?
Honking their horns.
yeah, so the word is honking. There's a lot of people honking their horns, right?
Scary,
Yeah.
scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the time. That's the only sounds you can hear in public transportation in Mexico.
Okay, so it's just a lot of honking.
Yeah, honking their horns.
That makes sense. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, it's crazy. All the traffic.
Is it? I've heard some things.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a very big city.
I
Denver,
think that's true. Yeah.
I think Denver has the same problem with the traffic here.
Hmm. You're right. I think it is a problem for big cities in general.
Yeah. To get any place, it take you 30, 40 minutes.
Not right now, though.
That's clear.
But
That
you're right. In general, that's true. You're
in
right.
general, 30,
Yeah.
1 hour.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Eli, what kind of sound or music do you think you should have while you're having a massage? Or no, I'm sorry. In the weights room of a gym,
What is weight room?
where you go to lift weights. Levantar peso, lift weights.
What kind of sounds or what kind of sounds, right?
So sounds or music, it's the same question above that we've been doing the whole time.
You know, sounds like you know, people like when someone is lifting is making noise like from
Yeah, if they're grunting when they're like, right?
yeah,
Grunting.
like that.
Yep.
Or people talking by their themselves or their
Yeah, so people talking to themselves.
yes, people talking to themselves.
Uh-huh.
And action music,
What kind of music?
like action music.
Action music? Okay, yeah. Like music
Like,
in action movies, so action music.
yes, like Michael Jackson.
Like,
Beat it.
Yeah, so Michael Jackson, I would say, is like upbeat music. Yeah. Like fast music, happy music, right? Questions about that one?
No,
Hugo, do you have a question?
no.
No? Okay. Ugo, what kind of sounds or music do you think you should have while you're having a massage?
The massage, room massage, or
Say that again.
in where? In
A massage while you're having a massage?
massage, what kind of music? I don't know.
Maybe relaxing music?
Music, the same music I like. Relaxing.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of music do you like?
Something more with more moving, movimiento, I don't know,
More movement?
movement.
Movement? Uh-huh.
Yeah, probably it's better for the person that doing the massage,
Massage?
because he can force more to make a better massage. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. What
But
about
I think the best music is relaxing because that's uh, that's you are looking for to have a relaxed time.
right? Like that's the purpose of a massage, right? Is to relax. Yeah. What about in the dentist's office?
Dentist office,
Mhm.
probably cumbia. So that's the music I like it.
Okay, yeah, cumbia at the dentist office. What sounds would you hear?
The sounds I hear is like a small drill.
Yeah, the drill or
The
other
drill
like
for
tools, maybe.
the tools.
Mm-hmm.
The thing like absorb the
Yeah. I have no idea what that's called, but I know what you're talking about, the thing that absorbs the water, right? So all of the different tools and the machines.
the machines,
Hmm.
people talking.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Eli, what about when a plane is taking off and landing?
Whew, that's the hard one.
That is a hard one. Yeah.
Yeah, they should have like party music, like
Party music. Okay. That's a good idea.
merengue music.
Yeah. Make it fun, right?
Yeah, but they never have music. They
They
oh
don't. That's true.
every time I fly, I don't hear any music.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, they give you headphones so you can listen like in your headphones, right? Yeah, that's true. They don't play music on the airplane.
They don't
What
play music.
do you hear?
Me. Uh,
Eli, what sounds do you hear when a plane is taking off and landing?
What sounds? That
what mean landing is Iceland? Like Iceland? No.
Landing is like cuando está en la tierra otra vez.
sentando el avión y taking off es cuando está
Oh, when a
levantando.
plane is taking. Oh, okay.
Like
So taking off is like volando, and then like landing is like está en la tierra otra vez.
Okay.
the sounds I hear, one of those sounds I hear is ladies and gentlemen, please prepare for departure.
Yeah. So you hear the announcements, right?
The announcements or the
Absolutely.
fly attendant, the fly attendant.
You got it. So flight attendant.
Flight attendants, they always say,
Huh?
please prepare and we're ready for departure and enjoy a flight with us. And after soon as we are on top or we have that elevation.
Yeah, usually they use the word altitude. So
Yeah,
when
the
we're
altitude.
at altitude. Yeah.
Yeah, and I hear like big, strong noise of machines.
Exactly. You hear
The
the planes, you hear
turbines,
the engines.
the engines. Strong noise when the plane is taking off, taking off,
You
landing.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah, and also when I'm when the plane is landing, I,
Hmm.
we're breaking something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scared.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and also I hear when the wheels is coming, it's coming out from the plane.
Yeah.
I hear that noise too.
There's a lot of noise, right? There's a lot of sounds when a plane takes off and lands.
Yes, I don't want to sit in the plane.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Ugo, what kind of sounds or music do you think you should have when you're put on hold on the phone?
The phone.
So when they put you on hold, they're like, "Can you hold for a minute?" And then they put you on hold.
Uh, sometimes the companies put the music. Sometimes they put advertiser and
Advertisement.
advertisements or
Uh-huh.
ads. Can I
Yep.
say ads?
Absolutely. Ads. That's great.
Ads. And, and sometimes I hear classic music,
Classical music.
classical music.
Uh-huh.
And, but I think yeah, yeah, my idea is relaxing music, teacher.
Relaxing music. Relaxing music always, right?
Yeah,
Very good. Okay. Rain breaks. So here's how I will do this because we can't. Well, let me try. I'm going to try to share this link. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a internet right now. So let me see if I can do it. If the YouTube video doesn't work for you, tell me, and what I'll do is I'll send you the link, and then you can watch it on your own, and then we will talk about it after. Okay? Does
okay,
that make sense? So let's try it and just see what happens. And if it doesn't work, tell me, and we'll find a different option. Okay?
okay,
All right. Can you see the YouTube video?
yes.
Okay, let me see.
No, we can see the video, but we can hear nothing.
So you can see it, but you cannot hear it.
No, we cannot hear. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I will do. What would make the most sense?
Can you send me
You.
the link by my cell phone and we can watch on cell phone?
So send you the link on your cell phone?
Yes, my cell phone.
Okay, yeah, I will do that. Give me one moment.
No se escucha ahí.
¿Cuánto vale una computadora?
¿Vale?
Una computadora a veces. Yo no tengo internet.
Baratas.
Ahora mismo. And I'm not gonna put any internet.
El,
¿Cuánto pagas por el? How much are you paying for that?
el internet.
Right?
Como,
Like 75.
de lo que tenga, así, como tenemos cable. Como más de 100 y algo.
No.
Sí, es que a veces te dan planes baratos y luego te lo van subiendo después de-
Okay, I just sent it, Hugo. And so the title of the video is Quietest Place on Earth Gives Sailor Peace.
Okay.
Okay.
Place that's so
Yeah.
silent you can hear your heart beating and your lungs filling with air. It might sound like science fiction, but it's actually a place here on Earth recognized by the folks at Guinness as the quietest place on Earth. NBC's Gary Sanders took a trip inside.
In the chaos of our world, where there is seemingly no escape from noise, Petty Officer Third Class Nick Hare wanted complete silence. For the last 9 months, he's bunked just feet below the deck of the USS Abraham Lincoln.
You know, it's loud and noisy. It's like living under a roller coaster.
At Warfield Labs in Minneapolis, in a chamber the Guinness Book of World Records says is the quietest place on Earth, where you can literally hear a pin drop, this sailor asked for an escape.
Okay, let's settle in. It's the world's quietest room. Cool.
I endured the chamber for just 5 minutes.
There's like this intense pressure, sort of like you're in a car driving up a mountain and you keep having to swallow and yawn to equalize the pressure. And I'm pretty sure what I hear is the blood flowing in my neck. The ear is both a loudspeaker and a microphone. And when it's deprived of sound, it produces its own, it creates its own aural hallucinations.
Why does this chamber exist? To test product sound levels, like hospital equipment, vacuum cleaners, or just this once for a sailor on overload.
It is becoming a little disorienting. It's interesting.
I'll bet after 10 minutes, Nick might think he has now had that experience and he's ready to move on.
Nick Hare lasted more than an hour.
How are you? I'm okay.
Let's see if you can actually stand up.
Okay.
And how do you feel?
I feel wobbly.
A sailor getting his sea legs.
Do you hear those planes landing?
Not right now.
I can't do it right now. It's really interesting.
So it is a rest.
I believe so.
And finally, that elusive peace and quiet. Kerry Sanders, NBC News, Minneapolis.
Me muero.
No, todo eso.
No, pues, a ver qué nos produce. Lo vamos a leer.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you finish?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What did you think of that video?
Yeah, it's interesting because the guy, I think it is in the Air Force, and he was listening the airplanes, the planes. So, ¿qué son esos?
You got it. The planes, the airplane.
The planes, and when he stay in the room, he said that the experience is like if he let me. It's like if he are driving at the mountain. I don't know if the pressure.
Yeah. So montaña rosa se llama en español. Roller coaster in English. Did he say like it felt like sleeping on a roller coaster?
Yes,
No, sorry.
and he said he can hear the your hair,
Your heartbeat.
your bloody circulando.
So you can hear your blood circulating.
Yeah, circulating. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah.
Teacher, but
Mhm.
that was like a test.
What do you mean?
That was like a test to people how they can feel.
Yeah, so some people test themselves to see how they feel. For this man, because of his history in the military, it made him feel calm. So it wasn't really a test for him.
It's
It felt nice.
It's
Say that again?
experiment.
It was an experiment. Yeah. So yeah, in a way, it is a test. Yeah, definitely.
Because they took the place very loud and they want to see how he feels or how he feel when he are in the opposite place, the
Right.
very quiet place.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
I
Exactly.
think the experience is very strong experience. I think for him,
Yeah. A strong experience, maybe
yeah,
intense experience.
intense experience. Yes.
Eli, what do you think?
I'm thinking, I'm thinking is a test. It's hard test because people can die in that room. Like if you people have
People die in that room? Did
yeah,
it say that?
if people has a heart problems.
That's true. No, you're right. Okay, you're right. Yeah. It could be dangerous for someone with heart problems. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because
That's
you
true.
feel so lonely, like you can go out from that place.
Yeah.
Because you can hear
That's true.
you can't hear anything.
Right. It's completely silent.
Completely silent. Only your own sounds.
Right. Your own body, your own sound.
But
Mm-hmm.
because you will anyone will hear every time someone breathe.
You're right. So anytime someone breathes, or like Ugo was saying, like your heartbeat, right? Anything. Yeah.
And
Very interesting. I would try it. I'm curious. I don't know how it would be, but I would try it. Yeah. Would you try it?
I won't.
You want to? Yeah. Okay. Let's look at some idioms, proverbs, and sayings. So, what do you think the following means? Ugo, can you read the green?
Yes. Empty vessels, vessels,
Vessels. Mm-hmm.
ve- vessels,
Vessels.
vessels.
Yeah.
Make the most noise. English proverb.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what is vessels. What is vessel?
Yeah. Vessel is like a container. It's like,
Container.
right? So empty containers make the most noise. Empty vessels make the most noise.
Okay.
What do you think this means?
Uh, um, I'm not sure if he or it's refer about when it's empty.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing to absorb the sound. I don't know if
That's a great point. No, I think you make a great point, Ugo. So if we're thinking about acoustics and the physics of sound, you're right. An empty space will amplify that sound because there will be lots of echoes, right?
yeah,
Absorb that sound.
there is
That's true.
nothing. Is more noise.
Mm-hmm. And so
When,
that is a very literal interpretation.
yeah.
But the
That's
thing
what.
about this saying is that it is not literal. So we're not actually talking about empty vessels. What do you think empty vessels might symbolize? What do you think empty vessels might represent?
Um, noise. Yeah, okay. I think the idea is it is they don't have ideas. They cannot do the best because they don't know nothing.
Ah,
They don't have nothing in your
I
mind.
think you're onto it, Ugo. I think you're there. So in this case, we're talking about empty vessels, right? And vessels means container. So like empty containers. But what they represent is people, empty people. People, what we're talking about when they're empty is this idea that they don't have ideas, maybe smart,
They
maybe
don't smart. Yes.
don't really think, they don't have a brain, right?
Yeah.
So it's people who don't really think or who are not using intelligence who make the most noise. Have you ever noticed this? At work or in life, it is people who are not very smart and people who don't really think that are always talking the most.
Teacher,
Yeah.
can be like,
Yeah.
can be, for example, like, you know, people at work.
Sure.
Sometimes I explain twice. They say, they understand.
Mm-hmm.
But 10 minutes later, I watch what they're doing and they're doing wrong. That means
Right.
they are vessels. Vessels.
They are empty vessels in
They
that
are empty vessels. A
yeah.
vessel.
The thing is though, Eli, because you're right, that's how it's being used in this phrase. We don't use the term empty vessel just by itself. You got the meaning. Yeah, that's the meaning. Empty vessels. So people who don't really think, people who are not very smart, or maybe have good ideas, are always the people who talk the most. Always people who make the most noise.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
What do you think? Do you agree with that idea or do you disagree with that idea?
I agree with that idea.
Yeah? Why?
Because for example, like, okay, you know, any vessel has their own noise, right?
Yeah?
Their
Okay.
own sounds. It's
Huh?
the same like any people has their own way to, like, their own way to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, some people, they says they know everything, but they don't know nothing.
Exactly.
They think they know everything, but they don't know nothing. Like, for
And
example,
that's, yeah. No, I think you got it, Eli. I think that's the meaning behind this phrase. I think that's exactly right. Ugo, do you agree or disagree?
Yes, I'm agree.
You agree? Why?
Because because that you said is literary phrase.
Yeah, it is not a literal phrase.
Or no, yeah, it's not a literary phrase, but it is. I'm agree because it's true. And,
Yeah.
it's the perfect example with something empty. Something empty. It doesn't have anything inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with the people when they didn't know nothing. You have nothing in your mind.
Right. By the way, people say didn't know nothing or don't know nothing all of the time. It's how people talk, right? But with grammar, just so you know, we should say don't know anything. Like people don't know anything or
Don't know anything.
know anything. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good. Good points. I think you both get the idea, definitely. Eli, can you read this one?
Okay. Silence. Silence is a fence around wisdom. German proverb.
Very good.
What
Silence is a fence around wisdom.
Wisdom mean?
Sabiduría.
Oh.
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 You know, but I can, can I say like I have a lot of wisdom?
Absolutely. I have a lot of wisdom. We can also say I am very wise. So wise and wisdom are related.
How you write it? How can I write that word?
Huh? I got you. So we have wise, and then we have wisdom.
What? Wise is the same, right? Is the same?
It's similar, so they're related, right? So wise is like una persona que tiene mucha sabia. Wisdom is like sabiduría en general.
Sabiduría.
Or una persona can be like
Sabio.
Say it again.
Wise is sabio.
Sabio, yeah.
Sabio, that's the person they know, they have a lot of conocimiento, ¿cómo es?
Knowledge. They have a lot of knowledge.
Knowledge.
Mhm. So Eli, what do you think? What do you think this proverb means? Silence is a fence around wisdom.
the silence is a fence around wisdom. When like silence, like when someone is like quiet person, like if someone is quiet person, nobody knows that person. Probably that person know more than we thought.
That's a good point. So you think quiet people maybe have wisdom or they have knowledge, but they're just quiet.
And because the people like we were talking like a few minutes ago, like people they like to talk a lot.
Sure.
They like to talk too much.
Right.
They want why they try to do is impressing other people.
Yeah, they're trying to impress other people. Sure.
Like for example, can be like for example, every time my boss he's talking about to put me in one how can I say obligación or obligation?
Yeah, obligation.
Un puesto?
Impuesto en cuál manera?
No, un puesto.
Position.
De trabajo. Position at work, like for example, reading a blueprints.
Yeah.
And I always told him I don't know how to do that, and I don't wanna do something. I don't wanna do something wrong. And later on, he came, and I already read the blueprint.
Good.
I already did the work like how they wanted, and he always told me, I know you are smarter than I thought.
Ah, okay.
But
so how does that relate here, Eli?
because sometimes because every time they told me something, I prefer, I denied it.
Okay. So it's similar. I can see the connection maybe. I think the idea, just to give you an example from your work, maybe You have a situation where your boss is telling you instructions and he's telling you about obligations and responsibilities and things you need to do, right? And in that moment, you choose to be silent. You choose to be quiet to just listen to him, right?
Or when he's
And
looking
you're
for
being
the,
silent because you're trying to think about everything that he's doing, right? So that
yeah,
silence is around your wisdom. It's protecting your wisdom in your head.
yes,
Kind of makes sense, maybe?
yes, kind of, it makes sense.
Ugo, what do you think of this quote? Do you agree or disagree?
I'm agree because okay, the fence is like I'm not sure if can I say in English obstaculo
Say it again.
Obstáculo some
So fence is like, es la cosa que está protegiendo tu,
yeah, I know but
right?
yeah, the fence is something is
Oh, I think I see what you're saying. So the fence is an obstacle, is what you're saying?
obstacle.
Okay. For
So
what?
if
An obstacle for
the
what?
wisdom, if the wisdom all the time is in silence,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot share your ideas, your knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
and share his knowledge. So yeah, I'm agree
Okay. Okay. Good.
because he's a teacher. He have a lot of knowledge, and if he share the knowledge with the other people, they can help with better ideas or
Oh, I see. That's an interesting way to think about this. I like that. So if you have wisdom, like if I have wisdom, for example, but I choose to be silent, I choose not to talk, that silence is preventing the wisdom from being shared with other people. Is that kind of what you were saying, Hugo?
um, yes.
Do you have any
No.
questions?
Mm,
Does the
no.
basic idea make sense?
Yeah, I understand the idea, but it's just a idiom, right?
It's an idiom, exactly.
Idiom.
So,
So
so I like the way that you
for to
thought about
think,
it.
right?
Silence is a fence around wisdom. And so if I am the
So
person who has wisdom, if I am the person, just for example, who has knowledge, but I
I
am
think
silent, I don't
the
share
objective
that
is the,
knowledge, right? Then
yeah,
silence is a fence. It's protecting that wisdom from being shared with other people. It's an obstacle from that wisdom being shared.
because the goal of the idioms is to think, right?
Exactly.
The phrase and
Yeah. Because realistically, I don't expect you to use idioms. I don't. But you're right. It's a good exercise for thinking about language and thinking about how language can be used in so many different ways. Oh, emergency alert. Is
yes.
everything okay?
No, I think it's the it say that we cannot go out after, or we cannot be, we cannot stay